So Cats is on at the Dubai Opera, and you might be wondering what to expect. Is it worth all the hype? Is it worth catching? Is it just another big Dubai sellout? Well, some of you might even be wondering what the hell Cats even is. Well, I'm here to tell you whether or not you should go and what to expect if you do. Cats is a musical, a big spectacle of a musical. It was very popular in 1981 when it first started in London, and then 1982 in Broadway, where it ran for 14 years. But what's it all about? Nothing. No, really, there's no plot. It's just a bunch of cats. Cats singing and dancing in an alley. Not quite like that, but that's not far from it. It's humans dressed as cats, acting like cats. Cats with personality, personified. So why was it so popular? Well, depending on who you ask, Cats is either loved or hated.
I just choked on nothing. I don't know.
It's a gag reflex, it happens.
Without a plot, the show relies on the kind of massive technical achievements, that Broadway West End magic. It really shines through in Cats. These phenomenal lights and sounds and stagecraft. We don't really have the budget to show Cats clips here on the Camel Stub, but here's something that looks like it. People love all of this, and I honestly do too. The technical aspects of it, the spectacle of it, the big show, that Broadway magic, when it's done well. But is it done well here? Mostly. I've put my review on the website, and you can check that out in the description below. But Cats is often hated by many people too. It really has very little dialogue and no plot whatsoever, so if you're looking for a moving, emotional story, this isn't it. A -1 piece by Grisabella Cat, the famous Memories song. There is really no other moving emotional piece or element to this story. And if you want a piece that makes sense, it really is just cats, people in cats costumes dancing around. But believably, if you can let go, if you can suspend that disbelief, then you can really find yourself falling into the scene. You can find yourself truly believing that these are cat people, and just have fun with it as they groom themselves, in the aisles of Dubai Opera. A few things to consider. If you have seen Cats before, especially on Broadway or West End, then you may actually want to skip this one. It loses a bit of that magic and appeal the second time around. At least it did for me. We'll see if it does for others. Another thing to consider, if your English is weak, or if you are bringing friends and family along who are not as fluent, well, you're in luck. Because there's no plot or story, you don't really have to worry about following along. But you might want to tell them that there's no plot or story, otherwise they will spend the rest of their lives trying to figure out what the hell they just watched. But on that same note, the English that is sung throughout the pieces is a 1930s poetry from T.S. Eliot. It is actually a little hard to understand, but the supporting cast of characters, the dance routines, everything else, they move it along, they help you understand. One last thing to consider, kids. I'm actually on the fence about whether or not this is for kids. On the one hand, it is actually made to be a family-friendly piece. Kids do love and have loved this in the past. And beyond a few hip thrusts on the stage, there is nothing too perverse, at least that a kid could understand. There is no swearing or profane material. It is kid-friendly, and it's a spectacle. It has that big Broadway West End magic, if you're close enough to be immersed into it anyway. And they even get a chance to sit on stage with Old Deuteronomy during the intermission. All great. However, it's a production that's quite long to sit through, and it's not for everyone. Some kids might find it really weird or unenjoyable. And at 2 hours and 40 minutes, the little ones, even with an intermission, probably not going to be able to stand it. So all in all, this is a production which has been made fun of so much in pop culture time and time again, and for good reason. But this touring production of Cats that's on at Dubai Opera right now, well, it does live up to its hype. That is, if you can stomach Cats for 3 hours and have never seen it before. So that's it for me. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what to expect and whether or not you should go to Cats. Cats is on at the Dubai Opera until January 28th. Log on to the Dubai Opera website for more info and for tickets. Also, head over to camelstub.com where you can get all the latest info on what's going on, and dance, comedy, drama, improv, everything going on around the UAE in the performing arts. For the Camel Stub, I am Phil, and I am a human understudy.